It's up to you, ma'am. Do you have any
Yes.
other witnesses?
Yes, if Judge may recall, Mr.
You
Stevenson.
may.
Okay, Mr. Stevenson, just to follow up on a few things at your home.
At my home, it's been about 2 months.
So you're stating it's been about 2 months since your children have gone to your home. Why have they not gone to your home in those 2 months?
This hearing opens with explosive CPS allegations, disputed money, and parents fighting over safety support and control. A judge must cut through chaos, credibility gaps, and raw emotion. Nothing here is simple, and every answer matters. Stay sharp for the twists ahead. Subscribe, like, and share for more dramatic courtroom breakdowns.
On August 16th, 2024.
I take judicial notice of that temporary order. Are there any agreements?
Judge, there are just a few. If I may read those into the record.
You may do so.
Thank you, Judge. The parties were in agreement, Judge, that Ms. Flores remain managing conservator and Mr. Stevenson possessory conservator, with Ms. Flores the right to designate the primary residence without a geographical restriction. And those are the extent of the agreements, Judge. Oh, as well, that there's not a request for retro child support as to the youngest child. If I may call Ms.
So just to be clear, what are the disagreements? So
the disagreements
we're hearing today?
The disagreements, Judge, are as to current child support amounts, the credit on the arrears, and the visitation and access. I guess, Judge, so to say there is an agreement as well on what the arrears are. I'd offer State's Exhibit A, which is an updated financial activity report to the one that was submitted to with the petition. I previously showed it to the parties, Judge, if the court would like me to display it as well.
No,
for the amounts.
Sorry. Does anyone have any objection to State's Exhibit 1?
No.
Mr. Stevenson, do you have any objection?
What do you mean?
She has requested that I admit State's Exhibit 1, which is the AG's pay record. Do you have any objection to me seeing that pay record?
Like you seeing what I owe?
Yes, what the AG's office pay record says you owe. It sounds like there is a dispute on what's actually due.
No, that's no problem.
Okay, and I do recognize that you're contesting that number, so you will get a chance to let me know why.
Okay.
Okay, State's Exhibit 1 is admitted, and Ms. Patel, just be aware I'm moving a little slower today because my computer is not fully operational, and I'm using multiple devices that I don't usually use. So just please be patient if it takes me a while to do something. And you may
Okay, thank you. So Judge, just for the record, the amounts per the pay record for the arrearage as of August 31st, 2025 are $47,038.41. I can share the screen, sorry. For child support, $47,038.41. And for medical support as of August 31st, 2025, $11,623.04.
Okay, and one moment, I have to look at my screen because that is, I can't imagine any of us can read that.
Is it too small?
It's very tiny, at least on my end. If you can reread those numbers just to make sure I'm looking at the right columns.
Yes, the child support balance as of August 31st, 2025 is $47,038.41.
Okay, and if you could speak slower when you say large numbers, because it's, at least for me, I might have some disability, but it just over my head. So 47038.41. Okay, medical arrears
is $11,623.04.
Okay, and dental is
there is no dental.
Okay. Okay, you may proceed.
Thank you, Judge. And if I may call the parties as to the agreement and then recall them, Judge.
You may.
Okay. I'll call Ms. Flores. Ms. Flores, if you could state your name for the record again.
Olga Flores.
Thank you. And you heard the agreements that I read to the court, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Did I state them accurately to the court?
Yes.
And are they the agreements as you understand them?
Yes.
And you're entering those agreements freely?
Yes.
I have no other questions at this time for this witness, Judge, if I may recall her later.
You may do so.
Thank you. Mr. Stevenson, if you could state your name for the record again, please.
Hayden Stevenson.
Thank you. And you heard the agreements that I stated to the court, is that correct?
Yes.
And are those the agreements well, sorry, let me rephrase that. Did I state them correctly to the court?
What I owe or what I'm agreeing to what I owe?
No, the agreements as to Ms. Flores remaining the managing conservator and you being possessory conservator, with her having the right to designate the primary residence without a geographical restriction, and then to the amounts that are stated in the financial activity report as to what is owed as of August 31st, 2025.
So that's basically saying where the kids can go or the monitor visitation and all that.
No, Mr. Stevenson, specifically only to these issues as to the managing conservator portion, you being possessory conservator, her having the right to designate where the primary home is for the kids without a geographical restriction, and the amounts that are stated in the financial activity report.
So does that count with what I said I paid or no?
No, that's still an issue that's going to be an issue for the court to decide.
Yes, I agree.
Okay. Okay. And you're entering those agreements freely and voluntarily?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So then let's get into how you were saying the parts that you don't agree with. Starting with the retro, so which that is the past due amount. The financial activity report shows that you owe $47,038.41 as of August 31st, 2025.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like that number is accurate?
No.
And why do you not feel like
I owe that amount, but so the 47,000, I do owe that.
We can see your face, please. I know it's hard.
I mean, the other party doesn't have their face in, but you're asking for my
I want
face.
you both to, actually. I could at least see her eyes. And ma'am, if you can hold it so I can see you as well. Otherwise, we can reset this to be live if this is going to be an issue for everybody. And then it's not going to be me making up arbitrary rules that you're annoyed with, and you'll just be in court and I'll be able to see your faces. So I'm good either way. Are we ready?
Yeah, you can carry on.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, Mr. Stevenson. So you stated you agree that you do owe that amount, but you don't think that it should be ordered that you pay that amount. Is that correct?
I mean, I have to pay it, but are you asking me like what I've paid or what I owe?
What do you feel like you owe?
And you said I owe 58,000, right?
Well, the child support by itself is $47,038.41. Have you made payments to Ms. Flores outside of the state disbursement unit?
Yes. I probably like how long are you asking? Like within me being on child support or just this year?
Since the prior order was done in your case.
And when was that?
Mr.
Are you
Stevens,
saying since the last time we went to court? Or are you saying since I've been on child support? What like from what time? Because I give money all the time.
okay, so how much money do you feel like you've given her that is not accounted for in that $47,000?
Like since my first daughter's been born or since when? That's the question.
June 22nd, 2021 is when the pay record starts, sir.
Probably like 20 grand.
Do you have any kind of receipts for that?
I have Cash App payments. And a lot of it was cash. And I mean, we paid the daycare. We've helped her with stuff with her car. I mean, it's been multiple stuff. And I mean, y'all know, y'all already told me it's a gift. So like I said, I can't cry over spoiled milk. So what I get, I'm grateful for. But since my daughter has been born, I know it's been at least 20,000.
Again, so this is not negotiations anymore, and I was not in the back, so I don't know what they told you. I don't know if what they told you is correct. This is your chance to let me know what your arguments are. So feel free to, regardless of what the AG told you, feel free to make your arguments.
Mr. Stevenson, so how much do you pay in daycare?
At the new daycare, it's $600 a month. At the old one, it was $500 a month. We paid it every month.
How long has the child been at the new daycare?
Maybe like 3 months.
And how long was the child at the old daycare?
They were at multiple daycares, so a couple of years.
Okay. So if you did the math, how much would you say you've paid in childcare?
Since the day my daughter was born, or just in daycare?
Since June 2021.
At least 20,000.
In childcare alone?
Everything.
Okay. My question again, Mr. Stevenson, is how much do you think you've paid in childcare costs at the daycare since June of 2021?
20,000.
Okay. So
he's saying, I'm sorry, he's saying that because that's really
objection.
awesome.
Ma'am, this isn't your chance to speak. You're going to get a chance to speak, and I do want to hear from you as well. But
I'm just trying for y'all to understand. He's saying that because he's only paying for child support, like for the child care. That's what he's saying is 20,000.
okay, that didn't clarify anything at all. So
Okay.
just wait till it's your turn, and hopefully the questions will be asked in a way that will clarify for me what everyone's saying.
Are you stating, Mr. Stevenson, that you have paid
I have a
childcare?
question, actually.
Go ahead, Judge.
This is a terrible question to be asking at this point. The order, it looks like, says that the paternity of Evelyn and Elliot was established previously, but at least, well, maybe no, but the order seems to only be for Evelyn. The 2019 order, is there another order besides the 2019 order? Is there a 2021 order?
Yes, I believe there's a 2021 order, Judge.
Okay, let me find that.
I have them pulled up. Let's see.
Ah, okay, there it is. Okay, see it now. Okay.
Mr. Stevenson, so is your testimony that you've paid daycare expenses every month since 2021?
Yes.
Okay. And your testimony is that daycare expenses since 2021 has been around $20,000.
Yes. From that day to now, 20,000 spent.
Is there a reason you did not make payments through the state disbursement unit rather than to the daycare?
Well, at times when I struggled, I didn't have money, and with daycare being due and people working and the kids needing to have somewhere to go, I just paid it out of pocket, which is my fault, but had to make dues,
So are you requesting that the court give you a credit of $20,000?
Yes.
And that's towards the child support. Now, the medical support as of August 31st, 2025 was $11,623.04. Do you agree that that number is accurate as to what you owe in medical support?
Yes.
Okay. Moving from the arrears on the case, the temporary order that was previously done by this court established you as the father to the third child on the case. We've already indicated to the court the agreement on the conservatorship. The issue remaining for the court, from my understanding, is the visitation and access. So what are you asking the court for in regards to visitation and access for your 3 children?
That it's the same and I get them, you know, I don't need monitor visitation.
Okay. So are you asking the court for a standard possession order regarding your 3 children?
The way it's been, however that is.
Okay. Have you been visiting with all 3 children?
Every time they come, 3 of them come, or when my oldest son Elliot gets in trouble, we go get him. So regardless, or if they get sick, they come over here. Regardless, I'm gonna have them in either way, you know.
At this point, visitation becomes the battlefield. Flores pushes for restrictions, while Stevenson insists things stay the same. This isn't about weekends, it's about trust. When one parent raises safety concerns, judges listen closely. If you were deciding access to your children, whose version would you believe right now today here?
So you're asking the court to maintain the standard possession order that was ordered in 2021 for the older 2
Yes,
children.
the same one. Every other weekend I get them, and you know, it's no monitor to visitation.
Okay. Now, Mr. Stevenson, are you employed?
Yes, I'm self-employed.
Okay. What do you do for work?
Landscaping.
Okay. And do you work for somebody else? Do you work for yourself?
I work with my mom.
Okay. So is it a business that you and your mom own?
My mom owns it. I work with her.
And how much do you make doing this business?
$2,000 a month.
How long have you been in this work?
The business has been established for like 3 to 4 years, but I was doing it myself with my friends before, but we were cutting yards and doing small mulch jobs. So it's a real, you know, it's been established with me and my mom for 3 to 4 years.
Okay. So are you considered an employee or an owner of this business?
Employee.
Do you get paychecks?
No, I get paid cash.
Do you pay taxes?
No, I get paid cash. My mom takes care of that. My mom is the owner of the company. I work with her.
Do you so you say you work with her. Do you have any kind of leadership roles in this business, or?
What do you mean leadership?
Well, do you get to choose which jobs you all do?
We find jobs, ma'am. It's not which choosing a job. We find jobs, we do them. We
Miss
solicit.
Flores? Miss Flores, are you okay? Did you fall?
I'm okay. I was just yeah.
Please stay on screen. You may proceed, Mr. Stevenson. Sorry about that.
Yeah, we basically just solicit and find work. It's not like a big landscape company like Living Earth or nothing like that. It's just the average mowing blow work, you know?
Mr. Stevenson, were you doing this work when in 2021 when the court issued its last order in this case?
I actually was working at the flood control. If you look back, they were taking money out, the Harris County flood control. I worked for them when child support first started, and then I started like doing landscape work after that. Because y'all were taking money out when I was at the flood control also. If you look back at that, if you can find that.
When did you start at the landscape business though?
I've been landscaping, but I had an actual job when child support first started.
So there's been multiple orders in this case. So I'm not asking about the very first one, I'm talking about the last one that was done in 2021. Were you doing the same landscaping work?
Yes.
Is there a reason? Okay, well, would you be surprised if I told you that in that order, your income was found to be $3,466?
Yes.
Why is there a difference in your income between now and then?
There's more workers. The work is slowed up. Stuff has gone up, and times have changed.
So you say there's more workers. What does that mean?
More people helping, so you have to pay more people. So I'm not the only one working, and stuff has gone up, like the price stuff for supplies and all that kind of stuff. I mean, look at the economy. I mean, stuff's different.
Okay. So, but you're saying the company has more workers now. So the company grew?
I mean, we have more people working, so I don't make as much. I used to work by myself.
Okay.
Oh man.
Ma'am,
Mr.
ma'am, please don't make noises. And ma'am, are you having a side conversation?
No.
Okay, please.
I'm
just-
writing down notes on my thing,
Okay.
on my paper.
Okay, that's fine. Just please don't make noise.
Can I
I
mute
know you
myself?
disagree with him. That's why you're having a hearing. So I'm well aware you all don't agree.
Can I-
And you get a chance to testify shortly, but just wait until it's your turn, ma'am. Please don't vocalize, comment.
can
No,
I-
no, it's not your turn to speak right now, ma'am, but feel
I'm
free
just
to.
saying, can I mute myself?
Oh, yes, but if you want to make a legal objection, you will need to be unmuted. So be aware of that. If you mute yourself, it's going to be much harder to make a timely objection. You may proceed, Ms. Petita.
Thank you, Judge. Okay, Mr. Stevenson, do you have any other children besides the three before this court?
Yes, I have 2 sons.
And how old are they?
2 and 6 months.
Do they reside with you?
Yes, they live with me.
Let's see. Who well, let's see. Do you earn income in any other way besides the landscaping business?
That's the only income I have.
So your testimony is that you work in this landscaping business and you make $2,000 a month. Is that correct?
Yes.
Do you own a home or rent, Mr. Stevenson?
I stay with my kids' mom. I don't own a home.
So do you pay any kind of rent?
Yes, I help out with the rent.
And how much do you pay in rent?
We have it. It's $450 a person a month.
Do you have a car payment?
Yes.
How much is your car payment?
My car payment is $640 a month.
Do you own any property or any other kind of
Nope.
assets, any cars, anything
No.
like that, recreational vehicles, anything like that?
No, all I have is my truck.
Do you have access to affordable health insurance for the children through, I guess through your employer, or your business, or at another source?
No, not the time.
Okay, so you're asking the court to set child support per guideline based on you earning $2,000 per month.
Yes.
Do you have any bank accounts, Mr. Stevenson?
A bank account?
Yes.
Yes.
How much is in your bank account right now?
Right now, I think I have $60. Well,
Do you have
no,
any kind
that's actually on Cash App. I don't have anything in my bank account.
Do you have any kind of savings accounts or anything like that? Retirement accounts?
No, I just got a regular bank account, a debit card.
Okay. Okay.
I have a question. So are you still paying for daycare for the 3 children before me?
Yes, every month.
And how much is that? How much?
I believe it's 600.
And how does that work? What are the logistics of what you do?
I give my grandmother the money and she pays it.
So you give your grandmother, and what is the daycare's name?
I honestly don't know. They just got a new daycare. My grandmother and Olga, they have a good relationship, and my grandmother and Olga talk. So I know they just went to a new school. So I just pay everything. I give my grandma the cash, and she pays it.
Okay. You may proceed, Ms. Petito.
Okay. And just for clarification, you indicated you're asking the court to set guideline based on $2,000 self-employment, which guideline amount, with you having two other children outside this case, the three before the court, with medical support at $108, would be $392. Is that what you're asking the court to order today for child support and medical support?
And that's going to be like the 300 and the additional price to child support, right?
This is just guideline child support based on the $2,000 in medical support.
So I'm saying that's just going to be paid separate, or does that go with the child support?
Now the money fight heats up. Stevenson claims tens of thousands paid outside the system, but courts demand proof, not estimates. Cash, favors, and side payments rarely survive scrutiny. When numbers matter this much, documentation decides credibility. Without receipts, even honest claims sound risky. Is this support or storytelling under pressure?
There's going to be, today they're asking that I order current ongoing child support, a medical support if you're not providing the insurance. And then they're going to be requesting arrears of some number and then a payout towards those arrears as well. So is that what you're asking?
Yes.
So this right now is the current ongoing child support for current amounts due in the future for the children's benefit.
That's fine.
I passed this litmus, Judge.
You may call Ms. Flores, or you may call your next witness. I'm assuming it will be Ms. Flores.
Ms. Flores, can you state your name for the record again, please?
Olga Flores.
Thank you. And we'll start with the arrears, which is the past due child support. The financial activity report, which we already admitted and showed the court, shows that Mr. Stevenson is in arrears $47,038.41. Are you in agreement? Well, we already indicated that was an agreement to the court. Are you asking the court to modify that in any way?
For the credit thing, I say 7,000 because what's it called? I'm not asking for back child support for the baby, and also like the amount he's saying 20,000 is outrageous. Like he like if he's looking through his Cash App and stuff like that, that's money that he sends to me for like when he has this little breakup with his girlfriend or whatever, he comes here, he gives me money for like Plan B, abortion, stuff like that, and that's where he's getting the 20,000 from. It's not from the kids' daycare only.
Ms. Flores, okay, so you are stating that he is entitled to at least a $7,000 credit, is that correct?
Yes.
Now, does Mr. Stevenson, from your knowledge, pay the daycare for the children?
Yes.
How much does the daycare cost?
They were at Kids Are Kids in Lake City. It was $500 a month, and then we moved to Hope Academy because my son he gets kicked out constantly. So we had to move to a different daycare, and that was $500 also. And then we just moved to the other Kids Are Kids, and that's $600. It's the Glen Rose one in Pearland.
Okay. Ms. Flores, has he paid the child care since 2021?
Um, Sometimes, yes. Sometimes I have to like beg him and tell him, hey, I really need to pay it. And then sometimes he'll be like, I don't have it. About 2 months ago, I think, me and grandma had to come out of pocket. I asked my nephew, I wasn't working. So I asked my nephew to let me borrow half of the money. And then his grandmother came out from the other half of the money. So it's not yes, he's been paying consistently, but sometimes he doesn't pay it.
Can you say how many times he has not paid it?
I mean, since 2021, it's been a far out. It's far out. I don't know. Um, I couldn't tell you, to be honest, and I don't want to lie.
Um, and do you, okay, let's move on from the past due child support.
No,
Uh, Go ahead.
ma'am, do you know about in 2025, this year obviously a few months ago, you had to split the 500, but, and this is 500 per month. For this month, September, did he make the payment?
September. Can I look at my phone really quick?
Yeah. Yes, you may.
Yes, I think so.
Okay.
Yes, because I don't at the moment I don't have a bank account, and I don't have I have a Cash App, but I don't use it because everything gets pulled out of that account, and everything that's getting sent to is getting sent to my sister's Cash App. So she's the one, and she actually works for the district, so I can ask her how much has it been in the that he has paid. I know last time that we had court, it was like 6,000 something through the whole expand. Um, but I couldn't tell you because my sister's not. She's at work. But he did pay for September. I think August. I think August was a day that me and grandma had to pay for it.
Do you remember if there's any other times you or grandma had to pay in 2025?
Um. Uh. mm, It's been several times, to be honest, and he could tell you also that sometimes he doesn't. He'll be like, "I don't have it," and grandma has to pay it. And um, I rather go to grandma and ask her for help because she's more understanding. I have to sit here and argue with him with everything, and I don't. I just at this point in life, I'm tired of it.
Okay. You may proceed, Ms. Petita.
Thank you. Okay, Ms. Flores, in regards to the visitation and the visitation and access to the children, are you okay with the court keeping the visitation as it was the standard possession order for the three
No.
children?
No.
Why not?
Because he drinks and smokes all the time. By the time he gets to my kids, it's probably like 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night. And he wants to pick them up and take them to where his girlfriend's at. And and he has told me plenty of times that his girlfriend is jealous of my kids. His girlfriend has kicked him out and my kids out. The cops had to be involved, stuff like that. I don't want my kids around that. He has sexually assaulted me. He has physically assaulted me. And I don't want that for my kids. When he is drunk and high, he doesn't know what he's thinking. He's not in his right senses. And he drinks and smokes every single day. And I just feel more safe my kids being with Grammy Patricia Stevenson than him having them. Yes, he's takes them to do stuff and stuff like that, but I'd rather have grandma around, either Beignet or Grammy, because I
Okay.
just don't trust it.
So you're asking the court to grant supervised visits?
I want my kids to be able to just stay with when it comes to like nighttime and stuff like that, like to go to bed, them stay with at 2310 Pebble Shore.
Okay, sir. Sir, right now you were smoking in court. That's not appropriate. So please don't do that. Two, please be mindful that we are on YouTube, so please don't say addresses. Fortunately, I don't have a clue whose address that is, so hopefully no one watching on YouTube does either. But just be aware that personal information like that shouldn't be. I don't want anyone coming to your houses who's a stranger or calling anyone or doing anything like that. So just be mindful that you don't give information out that can be misused by people because you never know who's out there.
Question, because I don't want to be rude and just speak upon when not spoken to, but I didn't get questioned about my kids, about where they stay and this and that, why I feel that way.
Sir. Right now, the AG is asking questions. She
Yes,
may or may
ma'am,
not
okay.
call you again as a witness. And then at the end, I said, I'm going to give you both a chance to speak.
Okay,
So,
perfect. Okay.
do you want to hear your response to this? Please no. I don't know why you weren't asked it. I don't know if she knew that this was an issue. But just you're both going to be getting chances to just speak as well without questions asked to you. And for all we know, Miss Petita might call you again. I don't know.
Okay,
so just
no
wait
problem.
patiently, sir. I am listening
Yes,
to both.
ma'am.
Okay. But please don't smoke in court. And Ms. Petita, you may continue.
Thank you. Okay. So Ms. Flores, are you, I guess ask again, you're asking the court to grant Mr. Stevenson supervised visits?
Yes.
Visitation testimony turns darker here, with allegations of drinking, instability, and unsafe environments. Flores argues supervision equals protection, not punishment. Judges must weigh risk without hard proof, a dangerous balance. One wrong call affects children permanently. This moment explains why family court feels unforgiving, because safety doubts, once raised, never disappear.
And supervised by who?
By Patricia Stevenson or Beignet Stevenson.
And who is Patricia Stevenson?
It's my kid's great grandmother.
And the other person you said was?
Their grandmother.
How do you spell her first name?
Veynee. Or it's Benyee.
Sorry, say that again.
B for VEN, like Ben, and then YEN. YEE.
Okay. When your children visit with Mr. Stevenson right now, do they go to his house?
No. They're at Grammy's. I'm sorry, Grammy is Patricia.
Okay. When was the last time your children did go to Mr. Stevenson's home?
I couldn't tell you, and they were constantly going over there when they were in good terms or whatever. But I know they recently.
Right. I don't, Miss Flores, I'm not sure what you mean by that. Constantly going over where and when who was in good terms.
Like when him and the girlfriend were in good terms, my kid were going over there. Now they break up often, like they're on and off. And on the last time that they broke up, they haven't been over there because he told me that she was jealous of my kids. And when you have jealousy towards my kids, I don't want my kids around because you never know what could happen. Her little girl, her daughter has like inappropriately touched my daughter and CPS was called, stuff like that. And I just don't want my kids around that. And like when she kicks him out, she kicks my kids out too. So I'd rather my kids stay with Grammy because I know they're going to be safe there than him taking them or him coming like at 10 o'clock at night to take them at that time people are drunk, it's the weekend, and anything could happen. He drinks, and I just don't want that for my kids. I'd rather them stay at Grammy's.
Okay, so as far as you know, when was the last time they went over to his home?
Probably like 2 months ago.
Now you mentioned CPS was involved. Did they order any kind of restrictions with your children going over there?
No, I don't know what happened, but they called her, they called me, and then they just closed it. Because the little girl said that at that time he had just had a baby. The little girl said she was kissing the feet or something like that, and that's what she does to the little baby. But she's older than Evelette. Like, it's, I don't know.
Is the allegation, and I hate to be graphic, but was your allegation to CPS that the child was kissing your child's foot, or was it something else?
No, she pulled my daughter's pants off and started kissing her down there.
Okay.
And this happened at the barn. Because they have a barn, and this happened. They had left the kids in the car, and she pulled my daughter's pants down. And my daughter is not the type to lie. She told me, and we had an appointment to the doctor the next day, and she told the doctor. Doctor called CPS.
And that little girl, does she reside in the home?
Yes, she's with her mom.
Now, so are you okay with the children having overnight visits with Mr. Stevenson so long as they are at grandma or great grandma's house, or are you asking the court for just day visits? What are you asking the court for?
They could go over there, but I just don't want my kids to. I want my kids to be able to go to sleep at that address that I told you with Patricia. I feel like it's more safe there. And when he's supposedly done working, it's like 10 o'clock at night. And I don't want my kids on the road at that time. They have a bedtime that it's 8:30. And by the time he's supposedly done working, it's 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night.
Okay. Now, do you, Ms. Flores, have any personal knowledge of Mr. Stevenson's work?
Yes.
What kind of personal knowledge do you have of his work?
He tree cuts, and I know that he goes around looking for the job. He says that him and his mom are the owner, but no, the mom has the company's name, and he actually is the one working for the company. Once he has a big job, that's when he calls the mom and tells her, hey, can you come help me? And he does have workers. The workers are his friends. And I know he does not make $2,000 a month, because if you, like, for example, do you have a house? If you don't mind me asking.
Ms. Flores, I'm asking the questions. If you
tree cutting is not cheap. And he lives in Pearland, and where he does the tree cutting, and he has told me plenty of times, I'm getting really good. I'm getting all these jobs. I'm doing big jobs, this and this and that. He does not make $2,000 a month. He actually also rodeos. He rodeos almost every weekend. And like I said, I've been on his Facebook, and I seen where he's winning 1,000, 1,500, all kinds of money. And this is a every weekend thing. He does have trailers that he's supposedly selling, stuff like that. And he's lying about that $2,000 a month.
Ms. Flores, has he ever told you how much money he makes?
He just tells me oh, I've done 3 jobs this day, or I done this kind of jobs this day, like, and he's like, the money's getting really good, stuff like that. But he has never actually told me how much he has getting paid and stuff like that. But he does like football players' yards. He does lawyers' yards, stuff like that. Dentists. he'll be like, my client's a dentist, I can ask him this. My client is this. He does good wealthy people's yards.
So Ms. Flores, you don't, is it fair to say you don't know how much Mr. Stevenson makes, but you're not in agreement that he makes $2,000?
He roughly makes about $4,000 a month.
And where are you coming up with that number, Ms. Flores?
Because I think I send y'all pictures of where the jobs he's doing and stuff like that. And I mean, like I told you when we first started, I'm tired of fighting with him. Whatever, y'all, but the 2,000 is not okay. $300 a month for all 3 kids, it's not okay. Like, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of coming back and forth to court. Like, I'm ready to get this over with.
Judge, I pass this witness.
Okay. Do you have any other witnesses?
I can recall Mr. Stevenson, Judge.
It's up to you, ma'am. Do
Yes,
you have any other witnesses?
if Judge may recall Mr. Stevenson.
You may.
Okay, Mr. Stevenson, just to follow up on a few things. Well, when was the last time you visited with your children at your home?
At my home or at my grandmother's?
At your home.
At my home. It's been about 2 months.
So you're stating it's been about 2 months since your children have gone to your home. Why have they not gone to your home in those 2 months?
Well, we've had problems, and me and Olga agree with they just need to be over here. So they have been staying over here.
Okay, when you say we have problems, are you talking about you and Ms. Flores, or you and your current partner?
All 3 of us. And the thing of it is, I can agree with them being over here, but we have gone back and forth. And also, Ms. Flores was saying there's a problem, but her and my second child's mom hang out. They go to the park. All the kids hang out. So my thing is, it shouldn't be a problem for them to go over there. But at the time being, they stay here until we resolve stuff and it's good.
So, Mr. Stevenson, you're stating at the moment it's not okay for your children to be at your home.
I'm not saying that. They just stay here for now. I mean, that's something I came up with for my children and for myself.
Okay.
What do you mean by they stay here for now?
Because
who's they? Who's here?
like on the weekends I get them, I leave my home and I stay over here.
Where's here? I don't know where you are.
My grandmother's my grandmother's house, Patricia's.
Okay.
So if the court were to order supervised visitation, you would be okay with Patricia or Beignet being the people to supervise?
Okay, so back to that. My questioning for that, like you said earlier, you said my supervised visitation means if my parents aren't around, I can't be around the kids, right?
Mr. Stevenson, my question was, if the court were to order supervised visitation, are Patricia and Beignet people that you would feel comfortable supervising visits?
Yes, but what I'm asking you, ma'am,
Mr. Stevenson, I'm asking the questions right now. If we can.
I don't want to answer something and I don't know what I'm answering because
you
what
can
you
say
said
I can't
earlier,
answer, but you can't ask questions to her. Okay.
all right, yeah, that's fine.
You don't have to. If you're not comfortable, you don't understand the question. By all means, that is your answer.
And then Mr. Stevenson, okay, let's go back to your income. Do you rodeo?
Yes, I do. I participate in roping.
Okay. How often do you do that?
Income credibility collapses under questioning. Stevenson reports $2,000 monthly, yet work history, prior findings, and side activities raise doubts. Courts can impute income when numbers don't add up. This matters because support follows earning capacity, not convenience. When lifestyles clash with testimony, judges trust patterns over promises every time thereafter.
At least 2 or 3 times a month.
And how much do you, well, let me ask this. Do you earn money doing that?
You can, but to explain it to you, you have to pay the rope. And if you understand sports, they pay different places. All rodeos don't pay the same. I go to amateur roping, so if you win first or second at a small one, sometimes you might win 200 or 300. And they have different ropings, and you're not always gonna win. It's not like, it's like a sport. You're not gonna always make the basketball in the hoop, so you don't always win.
Okay. So do you travel around doing this?
Yes.
How much did you win how much did you win this month doing that?
This month is September. I won in total. I won like 1,500, but that's not including what I spent because I don't always win. That's in total. So do you want both prices or just what I won?
Well, let me ask you that. How much does it cost you to enter each rodeo?
Every rodeo is different. They got 30 a man, 40 a man, 100 a man. It varies.
Do you, so you said you do the roping?
Roping, yes.
So is that where you come out on a horse and you rope like a cattle?
Yes, you rope the steer or you rope the calf.
Okay. Do you own your own horse?
My mom owns my horses.
Okay. How many horses do you all own?
We have 3.
Okay. And so do you all have a trailer, obviously, right? To travel with them?
Yes, so I ride with my uncle.
So how much would you estimate that you spend every month rodeoing?
I can't say. Every rodeo is different. If I go to one month, I might spend 300 or 400. If I go to a couple, every price is different. I can't say a set price. Because some months I don't go, some months I go, and I have a sponsor too. So sometimes my sponsor pays out of pocket.
Okay. You said you went around 1,500 this month. Where did you go this month to rodeo?
I went to a jackpot in Huntsville, and I went to one in Louisiana.
Huntsville, Texas or Huntsville, Alabama?
Huntsville, Texas.
Do you know how much you spent going to those rodeos this month?
My sponsor paid this month. I got a new sponsor.
Do you know how much you made in August rodeo?
In August, I didn't really go much. I was working.
Would you be able to say overall this year how much you've made rodeoing?
I really don't know because you spend a lot. I just got a sponsor. I mean, probably for this year, I probably made from 2024 to 2025, probably like 5,000, like actually profit. Because I go to like the little small ropings.
Okay, Judge, I pass this witness.
So do you work often until 10 at night?
No, I do not. I mean, my thing is, how can you cut a tree at 10 at night?
That's what I was kind of wondering. Okay.
And you, Judge, can I say something?
One moment. Do you have any other witnesses, Ms. Petita?
No other witnesses, Judge.
Okay, the state does not represent either of you, so I'm going to give you both a chance to say anything additional you think I need to hear. Mr. Stevenson, you may talk.
Okay, so CPS was involved in a situation with her and her ex-boyfriend, and my children have reported that she leaves them, and she wants to mention that I do drugs and I drink, but My thing is my kids are safe, and I don't mind having the regular setup how it's been. But my question was earlier, like the lady was saying, my grandmother has to be around for me to be around my kids. Is that correct?
I believe that's what Ms. Flores is asking, sir. I have not made a ruling yet.
But my thing is, I'm trying to understand, does that mean my kids only can be around me if my parents are around?
So I can't answer questions. I have not made a ruling yet.
Okay.
This is your chance to tell me information about the case or tell me a little about what you're requesting or what you think is appropriate.
I mean, keeping it the same way, I'm fine with that. Every other weekend, I'm fine with that.
So how long ago was that other CPS case?
Uh, I think it might have been like a year or two ago.
Okay, do you know if there was a resolution?
I couldn't find information about it.
Is there anything else you'd like to say?
No.
Ms. Flores, is there anything you'd like to say?
Yes, actually, with that case of CPS, it was nothing to do with my kids. They just wanted, for me not to, because my ex-boyfriend he had beat me in front of the kids, and CPS got involved, and they told me not to be around him. So I cut him off completely, and I haven't seen him probably like over a year now. So it had nothing to do with my kids. He never touched my kids. He never did nothing to my kids. It was regarding me.
Is there anything else you'd like to say about any of the issues in this case?
The horses are his. They're not his mom's. He feeds these horses, everything to these that's his horses. He's lying about that. And he's also lying about how many times he rodeos, and he does not have a sponsor. He sponsors his own self. And I know that he does not have a sponsor whatsoever.
And ma'am, do you have any specific requests in terms of child support?
I just want him to be able to pay for the kids' daycare, and I want my son needs to get into sport. He like he said, they are trying to diagnose him and try to see what's wrong with him. He gets kicked out of school almost every single day. And like I told the lady up here that I was trying to get him into my insurance. I just started with UTMB, and to add him to my insurance to get him like the correct diagnosis and stuff, it's like $300 a month. So I wanted to see, because we are on Medicaid right now, and Medicaid keeps denying like a lot of stuff that he actually needs, and that's why I wanted just to see if he could be able, if I do add him into my insurance, if he could pay for that and the kids' daycare. And he needs like a.
Period for insurance, or is it available now, ma'am?
I'm sorry.
Do you have a waiting period for insurance, or is it available now?
It's available now.
Okay, did I get testimony on that already? I feel like I did not.
No, Judge.
Okay.
I can recall her.
Okay. You may do so.
Thank you. Ms. Flores, do you have access to affordable health insurance through an employer or another source?
Yes. I get free insurance from them, but for me to add my son, it's gonna be $300 a month. And I think they take it out like in the beginning of the month, the first paycheck.
Okay, so is it 300? How often a month do you get paid?
Twice.
So is it $300 a month or is it 300 biweekly?
No, it's $300 a month. But they don't do it like where they take out half of it this time and half of it on the second paycheck. As of my knowledge, they told me it was on the first pay period of the month, they take it out.
Health insurance and medical support take center stage. One child needs specialized care, costs are rising, and coverage choices carry real consequences. The judge must apply percentages, not sympathy. Even good intentions hit legal limits. This segment shows how quickly parenting debates turn into financial math, cold, rigid, and unavoidable reality.
And is that 300, would that cover all 3 children?
No, ma'am, just Elliot.
How much is it for all 3 children?
I didn't even check because my main concern right now is Elliot. But I could definitely check and see.
Is that something you're able to pull up?
Let me see. No, I can't. It does it since I'm not logged in through the. You have to be logged in through the UTMB internet to be
Do
able
we
to
need
do
to
it.
take a pause so she can get this information?
Well, I'm not at work at the moment. I have to be on the UTMB like campus to do it.
As far as, let me ask you this, that if you're saying it's $300 per month, if the max that can be ordered based on Mr. Stevenson's income is not that 300, are you still okay with the court ordering that you carry the health insurance?
For Elliot, because I just want to put the other 2 are okay on Medicaid, but Elliot is the one that he needs the actual insurance.
It would be for all 3 children. If you have access to affordable health insurance
I won't be able
through,
I won't be able to afford all 3 of them on my insurance. Because I know my sister, she actually works for UTMB and she pays like $600 for the insurance. Everything else, like everything else comes out of pocket from me for the kids. And I recently just started working and I'm barely getting back on my feet and I would not be able to afford $600.
And how old is Elliot?
December.
How old is Elliot?
5.
Okay, is he in kindergarten this year?
Yes.
Have you asked the school to do an assessment?
Yes, we actually had a meeting, but I think he needs a little more something. He's been
They do
dealing with.
full-blown assessment. Did you put it in writing?
We are at a charter school at the moment, and they're barely starting.
You should be able to go to your local school district, though.
I'm trying. I'm trying to see because I moved from League City to Pearland to be able to get him into this school.
And the schools can't kick your kids out if you're in public
teaching them
school.
Spanish. Well, they're pretty getting suspended all the time because
If you get
it's
an
not that
IEP,
it's little
ma'am,
things.
okay. Well, I'm not going to argue with you, but okay.
it's not just little things. He's actually punching the principal, he's punching counselors, he's hitting this and that. So he was at a public school last year for pre-K, and I had to remove him because either he was being aggressive, flipping the whole room, they couldn't control him, and I had to go up there and go get him. And yes, they're trying to put an IEP together. I still haven't received anything. As soon as I do get the IEP, I'm going to go to Pearland ISD to see if there's something they can help me with, because the charter school is just starting the special education program there.
Ms. Patino, you may
But
continue.
they told
you.
Questions.
Ms. Flores, so back to my question though. Per state law, the amount of medical support that can be ordered is a percentage. Okay, so if the percentage that is ordered is not the $300, would you still be able to afford the remainder that you would have to cover basically for the health insurance?
yes.
So you'd be okay with the court ordering that you carry health insurance for your children, not just for the one, for your children, even if the medical support per guidelines is not the full amount?
What is the medical supportive guidelines that y'all have? The amount?
That would depend on what the court determines his income to be. Right
No.
now, based off of the 2,000, it is $108.
No, I would not be able to afford it.
No further questions, Judge.
Again, Ms. Flores, is there anything else you'd like to say?
No. May I ask who's the Lisa Marks on here?
That is my court coordinator.
Oh, okay.
And we are on YouTube. We are open courts. Other people can come observe if they choose to do so. Okay, would you like to make a brief closing, Ms. Petita?
Yes, Judge. Judge, we'd ask the court to find that Mr. Stevenson is in arrears as of August 31st of 2025 in the amount of $47,038.41 in child support. We'd ask the court to determine the amount of credit between $7,000 that Ms. Flores indicated Mr. Stevenson would be entitled to the $20,000 that Mr. Stevenson is requesting. And we'd ask the court to find Mr. Stevenson is in arrears of medical support as of August 31st of 2025 in the amount of $11,623.04. We'd ask the court to set payments on those arrears, Judge, separate from the current child support. The medical support payment, Judge, just to cover interest, should be set at least $60, and then depending on what the child support arrears amount comes out to be, at the current amount of $47,000, the payment should be at least $200, Judge. In addition, we'd ask the court to grant an order with the agreements that the parties made, that Ms. Flores is managing conservator with Mr. Stevenson as possessory. Ms. Flores gets to designate the primary residence without a geographical restriction. We'd ask the court.
Well, okay. Why don't you finish, then I'll ask my question. Sorry.
Okay. We'd ask the court to set child support, Judge, and to determine what Mr. Stevenson's income what amount of Mr. Stevenson's income should be used to calculate guideline support at, Judge. We would ask the judge that the court order the children remain on medical, on a government health plan, and that Mr. Stevenson be ordered to reimburse. And we defer to the court in regards to the visitation schedule, Judge.
And you have no cash medical request?
Yes, Judge, request the reimbursement of medical. Based on the
You have no
2000,
number?
I'm sorry?
You have no number?
Based if the court determines that Mr. Stevenson's income is the 2,000, it would be $108, Judge.
What percentage are you using?
That percentage, Judge, is based on the 3 before the court and 2 not. So it is 0.0539%.
Ms. Flores, would you like to make a brief closing with what you're asking for? And oh, wait, before I get to that, is she planning on moving anytime soon? Because that would affect visitation when people ask for supervised and they live very far apart. It gets very complex.
I moved about 15 minutes away from Grammy, and I'm planning to stay here in Pearland.
Okay. So Pearland, are you in Galveston part of Pearland or Harris?
Brazoria.
Brazoria. Okay. How long ago did you move?
I moved in the end of June.
Okay.
The 2021 order was without a geographical restriction, so that's the only reason that
I was concerned about things like jurisdiction. Okay. Do you plan to leave this area in Southeast Houston?
Me?
Or Southeast Texas? Mm-hmm. Yes, ma'am.
Probably in like 2 years.
Where do you plan on going in 2 years?
Corpus.
Why?
Because I'm about to start fire academy in January, and my uncle is actually the chief of Corpus, and I wanted to work in Corpus at the fire academy there. I mean, at the fire station there.
Have you thought about visitation and how that, because these orders are meant to be long-term, so you're not back in court every few years.
Yeah, I mean, it's only 2 hours away, so I would definitely, if I do make it to move out there, I would definitely bring them to Houston. I do have my family here as my sisters and stuff like that, and we're very close. And like he said, I'm very close to Grammy, so I'm not just gonna take the kids away from her.
As the ruling approaches, the courtroom quiets. The judge outlines structure, supervised windows, alcohol restrictions, and defined schedules. This isn't compromise. It's control designed to protect children first. When courts micromanage parenting time, it signals serious concern. Freedom shrinks when trust erodes, and rebuilding it takes consistency, not arguments alone now.
But I'm not planning, like, this is still in the plans. Anything could change. I did apply for HFD. So in January, I should be testing for them. If I do get the job there, then I'll start HFD, the fire with HFD. So, and I'm planning to stay somewhere long term so I could do my 20 years and just retire.
And what specifically are you asking for visitation?
I just like Peyton could have them and stuff like that, and like he could have his kids, but I want them to sleep at Grammy's house because like I know that cutting trees it's not till 10 o'clock, but that's the time that he gets to Grammy's house. 10 o'clock at 9:30.
Does he work every day?
Yes.
Do you think he works every day? Okay.
Yes. It's not about me, like about the kid. I just want my kids to be safe. Like my kids is everything, the only thing I have, and I don't want nothing to happen to my kids. And I'd rather them be at Grammy's because I know Grammy takes good care of them, and I know that she doesn't go nowhere late, nothing like that. And she's basically the one helping me right now because I am working overnight.
What are you requesting for child support?
600,
The amount he's
just
currently.
to be able to pay the whole daycare, and I could just come out of pocket for my kids, the rest of the stuff.
And Mr. Stevenson, would you like to make a brief closing? Is that what you're asking for?
Yes. So basically, 600 a month is what we agreed on earlier, and we're still talking about this. And then also, how can she indicate what time I get home? How does she know? I don't work every day.
This is your, so sir, do you work, when do you get off work and what days do you not work?
It varies. You know, it rains, so I might not work a day it rains because you can't cut trees when it rains. If you get a job, you might get off early. I don't work every day.
I'm pretty sure your Grammy's there. Go get him.
Talk.
Can the grandma come? Because I'm pretty sure the grandma's there. The grandma could tell you that he doesn't get home at a
Can I talk,
right.
ma'am, or am I
And
arguing
on
with her? What's
Sunday,
going
Ma'am, you
on?
really
I've been
shouldn't
quiet.
argue, but why let him speak and then we'll discuss if anyone has any additional witnesses.
I work, and there's no way to indicate what time I get off. Me and her don't talk. She doesn't know what time I get off.
Okay,
I
sir,
get
I'm not asking you to be argumentative right now. If you can give me information that will help me make a good visitation order, that's what I want to hear, but I don't need to hear she has it wrong. I need to know what your schedule is so I can make a good order.
I work Monday through Friday.
Okay.
I literally wish the kids were here.
Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to say?
I work Monday through Friday. I'm cool with the 600.
Okay. So does anyone have any other witnesses they want to call now that we've all made closing arguments?
Nothing from the state.
Mr. Stevenson, do you have any other witnesses you'd like to call?
I'm good.
Okay. Ms. Flores, do you have any witnesses you'd like to call?
I'm okay.
Sure. Okay. Okay, give me a moment to look at all this. Okay. Okay, I am going to render now. I am approving the agreement and ordering that Ms. Flores is the managing conservator and that Mr. Stephen is the possessory conservator. And Ms. Flores will have the right to determine the primary residence of the children with no geographic restriction. For visitation, this is not standard. I am ordering the first, third, and fifth weekends, starting at 1 p.m. on the first, third, and fifth Saturday of each month. It will be 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. unsupervised, and then 5 p.m. to 10 a.m. supervised by Grammy and I can't find where I put the names, but I know there were two names given to you. One was like Beignet and one was Grammy. I can't remember Grammy's actual name. And then continuously from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. that Sunday will be unsupervised. And where are you all doing the pickup and drop-offs right now?
Grammy picks them up from daycare, or I either pick them up and drop them off. Because on Fridays she does prayers, and she doesn't end till like 7. So I'll be picking them up and then dropping them off to her.
Okay, so the pickup and drop-off, I guess, will be at Grammy's house.
Yes.
Okay.
And her name was Patricia, correct?
Yes, Patricia Stevenson.
Okay, and this will continue through summer and the holidays, so you won't have the standard there. But I did want to accommodate that. So for every other Christmas, and it's whatever the family code has, you can use those evens and odds the same way. I can't remember who gets which. Every Christmas, it'll flip-flop. One of them gets noon to 5 p.m. every other Christmas. And so it doesn't have to be supervised. It'll just be ensure that each parent gets some time on the holiday. Father's Day, if it falls on one of Mom's weekends, he would be entitled to have noon to 5 p.m. on Father's Day. And Miss Flores will be entitled to noon to 5 on Mother's Day. So depending upon, it might fall on her weekend anyway, it might fall on his weekend anyway, but if it doesn't, it ensures that they would have time on those holidays together. Thanksgiving, again, the same even odd that the family code uses. Noon to 5 on Thanksgiving Day. It'll rotate depending upon who has even and who has odd for that.
So, okay, I got it.
I just can't remember who has even and who has odd for Thanksgiving or Christmas, but whichever, if Mom usually would, if this custodial parent would normally have evens, give her the evens. If the non-custodial parent would normally have the evens, give him the evens. And I think it differentiates for Thanksgiving and Christmas. I just don't know which is which.
Yes.
I have a question. If we have an agreement that like either he does Christmas or I think do Thanksgiving, can they be with him all Christmas and then be with me all Thanksgiving, or how would?
The first part of this order is going to be that at all times mutually agreed to, Ms. Petita. So feel free as things evolve in your lives to change this as needed.
Okay.
And if you all have agreements to do otherwise, feel free to do them.
So, ma'am, I have a question.
I'm not done with my ruling yet. So if we can get through the ruling before we get to questions, I'd appreciate it. Because otherwise I miss things and it's not good. I'm also ordering an injunction against Mr. Stevenson, no drinking alcohol 12 hours before or during visits with the children.
So basically, I can't drink and be around my kids.
Yes.
So how does that work? By law, you can drink around your kids. So how does that work?
Sir, let me
Because
finish.
I'm over 21.
Okay, so we're going to finish my ruling. I'm finding his gross resources are $3,050 per month, which has a net of $2,381.28. There's 3 children before me, and he has 2 children in his home. I believe that's the only children. He is self-employed. So I'm ordering that Mr. Stevenson pay cash medical support to Miss Flores in the amount of $75 per month beginning October 1st, 2025. And I'm ordering that Miss Flores continue with the government or medical assistance program. I'm ordering that Mr. Stevenson pay to Miss Flores child support of $600 per month beginning October 1st, 2025, and monthly thereafter, with step downs as each child emancipates. So that is the 3 and 2 one I gave you. And I guess let me do all these. When it is 2 and 2, it is $491. And when it is 1 and 2, it will be $381 per month. I'm finding that Mr. Stevenson owes arrears of $47,670.41 as of September 28th, 2025. I'm giving him credit for $12,000 of payments, which leaves a judgment of $35,670.41. It's 35670.41 as of September 28th, 2025. And I'm ordering that judgment against Mr. Stevenson, and I'm ordering that he pay that back at a rate of $200 per month beginning October 1st, 2025. As the child support steps down, this will correspondingly increase in that amount. I'm finding that Mr. Stevenson is in medical support arrears as of September 28th, 2025, in the amount of $11,831.04. That's $831.04. So I'm ordering a judgment against him in that amount. And I'm ordering that he pay that back at a rate of $60 per month beginning October 1st, 2025. And I'm ordering that Mr. Stevenson pay court costs on or before September 29th of 2026. The state is going to draft the order based on my ruling today, and they'll be sending it to you both shortly through DocuSign to review and sign off on. And so they're going to have you all go back to the breakout rooms where you can wait for that order. And Mr. Stevenson, I'm basing this ruling on the evidence that was presented today. And that is where we are.
Question.
Yes, sir. I'm not sure I can answer it.
Okay, so you're telling me with the visitation, I only can have my kids 1 through 5 o'clock by myself.
It is both Saturday and Sunday on the first, third, and fifth weekends from 1 to 5 unsupervised.
So 1 through 5 unsupervised, and then after that, my parents have to be around me and the kids.
That was the ruling, yes, sir.
But I didn't agree to that. So let me ask you though, if my parents aren't around, where are the kids gonna go? We can't get them then if they're not around, right?
Ms. Petita, please put in the order or another competent adult designated by Ms. Flores in case neither one of those people are available.
Those are the only 2 people though.
If they're not around, then I can pick up the kids. He just has to let me know in advance.
You have everything, Ms. Petita?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, we're going to stop the recording, and thank you all for coming in.
The final order lands: conservatorship set, visitation restricted, support fixed, arrears enforced. This case proves family court rewards evidence, not emotion, and protects children above all else. Missed deadlines, skip documentation, and consequences follow. If these realities matter to you, like, comment, subscribe, and share for more shocking courtroom stories.